Hi students! So here I am with my third example for you of the grid photo project. So in this one, I've taken a different approach from the other two in that I'm not trying to make sense of the photos. I'm not trying to put the photos next to each other and make it look like it's still a landscape photo or something. I'm going more abstract with it. I'm looking at sections of the picture that have interesting texture and selecting parts of different photos and kind of through the juxtaposition of them, adding interest and making it into a new composition of its own. So in this case, I've used 3 different photos. There's this one here that I consider to be the foreground. It's a like super close-up photo of some moss. And then a middle ground photo, which is like a landscape photo that has very far away and quite near in it. So it's kind of runs the gamut between near to far. And then another photo that is a mostly far away photo with a lot of contrast and different trees going. And each of them I have, in one case, the photo is just the background. And so that's the one that's in this middle that goes from near to far. And then I have 2 other photos that I've selected just like sort of in the corners and then boxes of selection. So how I did that, I opened the photo that I wanted. So here I've got the selections. So this one I just named it bottom left corner because that's what it is. It's the bottom left corner of this photo. And then I'll open my other one that I did, which is top right corner, which is just the top right corner of it. And so here you can see each of the pieces, and then I'll open the final, or the background photo I used also. That way we'll have all the pieces in one. I think it's that one. Let me look and see. Yep, it's this one right here. So this photo is pretty cool, but it has a ton of problems. Namely, this huge trunk and dark space here. It really imbalances the photo, and it really doesn't look good like it is. It would not normally make the grid photo final for me, but because I am covering up a lot of it, and because it has this interesting far away area here and this fairly nice area in here, and really this part of the photo is pretty good. So that's the part of the photo that I mostly preserved through my selections. So here you can see I've added a whole bunch of checkerboard selections. So I did that the exact same way. So I just took my selection tool and I drew boxes around the areas I wanted to select. And so I just opened the original photo and I made all those little boxes, and just like I showed you, I held down Shift to continually add to my selections. And you can be extremely precise about this, or you can be a little bit loose like I was. It really doesn't matter, because as you can see in the final photo, it's not very noticeable. And I think it looks good being organic because it's organic photo, so it's a natural photo. And then in the bottom left, I did a similar thing, though this one I wanted it to be a little bit more blocky, like big chunks of this photo covering up, because I didn't like this bottom corner of this photo, of my original photo. And so I purposely covered it up. And so here it is. All I've done is gone File, Place, and after I save the transparent file version, just like I showed you yesterday, and I go to Place, and then here my picture appears. And in the case of these, I didn't really resize. I just moved them up into the corner where I thought they looked cool. I'm going to press cancel because it looks crazy with it on top of the other one. So I placed that one first because I knew that I kind of just wanted to mix it up and add a little bit more blue and cover up a bunch of this tree trunk area. And I knew this other photo had a lot of dark trees in profile, and I thought it would look kind of cool. So like I said, I just took a big slice of this photo and put it on top of the other photo. And then this photo, it's this beautiful moss, but it's a little bit out of focus and weird. And so I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to just cover up big sections there with. And so together, I think it just makes a really interesting photograph. And there's so many like mini compositions. And when I look at each of them, I'm really pleased by them. I think that it's better together than it is alone, each of these photos. So I think that's a great thing to keep in mind when you're doing this, is to try to take what is good about your photos and to try to, I don't know, bring a little bit more interest into them by taking away some of the concrete parts about them. So like here, by overlapping it like this, you don't really know what the picture originally is of anymore. It's that's been lost. But instead, you get all these little pieces of, you know, that park, these mini compositions of what each of the views are like when you're looking in different directions and at different viewpoints. That's beautiful.